Hello, my wonderful people. Greetings to you all. Breaking news. Federal government of Nigeria have vowed that Ipob can never stop the 2023 general election in the southern eastern part of the country, which Simon Ekpa have already ordered that there will be a sit at home starting from 23rd of February down to 27th or even 28th. So federal government of Nigeria have come out and vowed that they should never and can never in any way or in any form stop that very election that is coming soon. So my good people, in case this is your first time of hearing my voice and you're wondering who's here, I still remain your one and only Okutedele Toko. From my own side, bringing to also this Wednesday broadcast, which stipulates that we must always be there for one another. So happy Valentine to you all, because this week is all about showing love. How do you show your own love, or how do you share your own love? Please make sure you remember those ones who have nobody to remember them, or who have nobody to bring love to them, to their doorsteps, or anything about Valentine, or all about Valentine, or Valentine, whatever you may call it, is not all about negativity. It is all about positivity. Show your love, your loved ones, your family, your members of the public, and also the orphanages who have nobody, who have no mama, who have no papa. So my dear people, we are rounding up top Nigerian newspapers headlines for today, being the Wednesday, 15th February in the year 2023. So as we take on, please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I want you to do that as soon as possible. Make sure you turn on the notification button so that you'll be notified this time we'll go live or we'll post something new on this channel or any other channel that related to Okutedele Talk. So let us proceed with the business of this day, my dear people. So I would not like to take much of our time in frivolity. Let us take the news as ought to be. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Biafran, and good morning to Africa. Welcome to Nigeria News, roundup of top newspaper headlines in Nigeria for today, Wednesday, February 15th, 2023. Suspend blanket visa ban on Nigeria. President Muhammadu Buhari, early hours of yesterday, have a phone conversation with the president and also the emir of Dubai about the demise of his mother-in-law. So whatever it is, on that sole conversation, President Muhammadu Buhari emphasized on the need for the two nations or two countries to strengthen the bilateral arrangements and also the visa ban that has been sanctioned on Nigeria. But he called it, he said it's a blanket visa ban. President Muhammadu Buhari has called for a lifting of the blanket visa ban clamped down on Nigerians by the government of the United Arab Emirates, which is UAE. According to the news that we have here, President canvassed his position on Monday during a telephone conversation with the President of the United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, who doubles as the Emir of Dubai as well. In a statement to newsmen, Buhari media assistant Garba Shehu revealed that the president had called Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan to condole with him on the death of his mother-in-law, Sheikh Mariam Al-Fasi, during which important issues of mutual concern between the two countries came up, and they made it to the roundup, if I'm allowed to use that word. The president requested his UAE counterpart, Abi counterpart to Che, when this Oyibo, this one knocked my head, Bagam, to review the blanket visa ban imposed on the Nigerians intending to travel to the UAE, recalling that mutual beneficial excellent relations have substituted between the two nations over many years, symbolized by the robust economic interactions and regular consultations on matters of common interest, including engagement at the highest political level. This one, our great president, they talk this one. He noted that the recent irritant in bilateral relationship generated by consular issues relating to the behavior of some Nigerians in the UAE are being ironed out. Explained that in no country, including Nigeria, will condone criminalities and illegal behavior in their country. President Buhari therefore expressed the readiness of the government of Nigeria to apply necessary sanctions through appropriate judicial process against anyone identified to have committed criminal acts in UAE, urging that the issue be allowed to be handled by the relevant security intelligence agencies of the two countries and to come up with a lasting solutions to the problems associated with criminalities and illegalities being perpetrated by those people who travel to the UAE for their greener pastures. But not all who travel outside the country are there for greener pastures. Many people are just running from the offenses or from the crimes they committed in their various villages. If I'm allowed to use that word, though. So my people, please pardon me if I have gone wrong or if I have gone off track. But that is the simple truth, you know now. We all know the truth. Many people are even rocking. People who run from Bakassi in those days, they are saying, "Oh yeah, come back home." Oh. We are still waiting. When gonna come back home, they say the hill, say they are not coming anywhere. Please make gonna come back. Bakassi don't go. It's what Chai, my brother. President Buhari also requested the resumption of the suspended operation of Emirates Airlines in the country. That is the way. I mean, that is how it is. So this one is the conversation between the president of Nigeria and that of United Arab Emirates, which is UAE. And on the other hand, this one a breaking news. So MFLA don't speak update on CBN deadline for old naira notes. So this one he handled it yesterday after the meeting he had with the stakeholders in the country. The governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, where he named Godwin and MFLA, has insisted though there is no going back on the deadline earlier given to the for the old naira notes to be withdrawn from circulation. Speaking on Tuesday at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Abuja, the CBN governor said the naira's scarcity situation is already calming down, hence no need to shift the February 10th deadline as earlier announced. And he also went ahead to say all this fracas here and there. He talk say all those ones are sponsored by enemies of Nigeria, and then they sponsor all those ones so that they gonna be the international community begin to say, "Oh, there's no peace in Nigeria," and need to extend the deadline. And he said, "He say nobody is going to extend anything." Nigeria News understand MFLA was at the ministry to discuss the monetary and currency redesign policy of the Apex Bank. According to him, there is no need to consider any shift in the deadline. The situation is substantially calming down since the commencement of over-the-counter payments to complement ATM disbursement and the use of super agents. Joy, when this one is with my heart, no be small. There is therefore no need to consider any shift from the deadline of February 10. MFLA was quoted to have said in the meeting. He also threatened that point of sale, which is POS agency, who charge above 200 naira for cash swaps, will be arrested and jailed if caught in such practices. So all of now, where they say if you want to collect 10,000, they must pay 4,000 naira. If you collect 100,000, oh, now so somebody they tell me say in buy 100,000 for 125,000. I beg you, now who give them this guidelines? Now that is what I don't know. 2023. Boz Mustafa inaugurates Presidential Transition Council allows their duties. Okay, let us see. President, you are about to go, boo-boo. Which one will be this one? Council again? Transition Council. What are they working for? We don't know. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boz Mustafa, on Tuesday inaugurated the Presidential Transition Council ahead of the 2023 general election. Mustafa noted in his speech during the inauguration that the council will facilitate the handling over process by the current president of the president-elect. The SDF added that the inauguration of the committee is a demonstration of the commitment of Mustafa of Muhammadu Buhari administration to strengthening the key governance institutions that support the democracy processes. Nigerians recall President Buhari had last week approved the establishment of the Presidential Transition Council to oversee the 2020 transition program. On the hearing, so we're gonna carry this one. They go home because that's so intake talk. Speaking on Tuesday during the inauguration, Mustafa said the assignment in compliance with the executive order number 14 of 2023 signed by the president of on February 7. For managing presidential transitions of government at the federal level. The AGF also on Tuesday announced the appointment of the special advisor to the president on policy and coordination, Dr. Habiba Lawal, as secretary of the Presidential Transition Council. This one, they come from Asoroko. In the other hand, while we invited and grieved Fani-Kayode for 6 very good hours, this one is coming from the office of DSS, Department of State Service. DSS has said the former Minister of Aviation Fani-Kayode will appear before the agency for more questioning. That is happening today in Abuja. After this, he will still have more days to fly from Lagos to Abuja. Then he will understand that the need for you to verify of any news that you had on the line, whether from a very concrete platform or a fake platform, before you can be able to post it in your verified Twitter account. Recall that Fani-Kayode, the Director of New Media Operations and Special Projects of All Progressive Congress APC Presidential Campaign Council, was on Monday detained and grilled by the DSS over a post he made on Twitter. In a statement on Tuesday, the Public Relations Officer of DSS, Dr. Peter Afunanya, disclosed that the agency invited Fani-Kayode for questioning based on an investigation it is carrying out relating to issues relevant to the national security. According to the secret police, Fani-Kayode was made to face a panel which interviewed him on the subject matter before granting the administration bail. Okay, now, so we take him. He said the former minister had been directed to make routine return to the DSS with effect from Wednesday till otherwise, while investigation continues, warning political parties and their media managers to apply restraints in the utterances and the public communication engagement period to and after the general elections. He said the former minister. Okay, again we have on our hand here G5 will act on the day Wike speaks about preferred presidential candidate. Nelson Wike, to me, it seems like you have lost this fight because PDP have moved on. All you need to do is to just swallow your pride, because every evidence concerning you, how you frustrated P2B for him to get out of the party, have emerged. So I have seen you that you are not. There's nothing like integrity on you. You only selfishness. That is what is disturbing you. The Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has again spoken about when the G5 governors would act on their preferred presidential candidate. According to him, the group has not lost its momentum and it will act on the day of election. Nigeria report that Wike made an announcement on Tuesday during the party's governorship campaign in the Ahoda East local government area of the state. The governor noted that G5 will act on the day come next week, noting that the said G5 is dead. What is your problem? Why are you there concerned? Of course, Wike submitted that they don't know where it is. Where is a time to talk and there is a time to take action in politics. The action on February 25th, they can't know our plans even if they push us. The more you look, the less you see, according to you. None of the vultures can withstand me and talk. Nobody can sell Rivers State for a pot of porridge, according to Governor Nyesom Wike. Another one we have in our hand here. Remember, this is a news roundup. CBN reviews action it will take against POS operators. So, according to the previous news that I've just given on this platform, the Central Bank of Nigeria on Tuesday threatened to clamp down on point of sale operators for taking advantage of Nigerians of the scarcity of newly printed naira notes in the country. The Harper's Bank described the POS operators exploiting Nigerians as fifth columnists and vowed to arrest and prosecute operators found guilty of such acts. The director of the Governor's Department of CBN, Joseph Omayuku, while addressing newsmen in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State, said the sharp practices were discovered after reviews of the implementation of the policy. Omayaku accused POS operators of selling naira notes for the naira notes to Nigerians amid the rejection of online payments by some business operators. Why I shunned court order that sent me to prison. This one is coming from the EFCC chairman Bawa. The executive chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), Abdul Rashid Bawa, said he disobeyed a court order that committed him to prison for contempt because he was not given fair hearing. Recall that the High Court sitting in Kogi State had directed the Inspector General of Police, Osman Baba, to arrest the EFCC chairman over disobedience to a court order. The IGP was also ordered to remand Bawa in Kuje prison for the next 14 days until he purges himself of the content. The presiding judge, Justice R.O. Ayola, in his judgment, granted the application for committal to prison of the EFCC chairman for disobeying a court ruling delivered on November 30th of 2022. However, the EFCC approached the Court of Appeal in Abuja for a stay of execution on the court order, which committed each chairman to prison for 14 good days. Speaking at a press conference on Tuesday in Abuja, Bawa, who was represented at the briefing by EFCC's head of media and publicity, Wesin Owajurun, said the commission had approached the appellate court for a stay of execution as a law-abiding citizen, a law-abiding agency. The EFCC spokesperson said the commission would never disobey any court ruling or undermine the judiciary, which he holds in great esteem, adding that his action does not show contempt for the court. INEC reveals how naira scarcity might interfere with the election of 2023. This one is a news for another day. Welcome here, our Minister of Information and Culture, where his name be Lai Mohammed, he don't come out. He want to tell us say he waiting the biggest achievement he have achieved as a Minister of Information. That is what we are about to read out now. Lai Mohammed disclosed biggest achievement as minister. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, has disclosed the biggest achievements of his ministry. Mohammed stated that the ministry has made great leaps in the repatriation of hundreds of looted aircrafts. The minister disclosed this on Tuesday in Abuja at the 26th edition of the President Muhammadu Buhari's administration scorecard series of 2015 to 2023. How many times would they do this, sir? According to him, he was able to repatriate 1,130 Benin bronzes looted from Germany alone. He also boasted that the ministry succeeded in repatriating a 600-year-old Ife terracotta from the Netherlands in October of 2020. That is the only thing you achieve, Abi. That means other ones na lie. Continue. Coup allegation. Your regret not enough. Apologize to Atiku. Nigerian military. Shuaibu. Frank Shuaibu wrote Fani-Kayode, the director of special projects and new media of the Tinubu and Chetima Presidential Campaign Council, Fani-Kayode, has been asked to tender an unreserved public apology to the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, and the Nigerian military. According to the Special Assistant Public Communication to Atiku, Frank Shuaibu, this is to ensure that Fani-Kayode is truly remorseful of his self-confessed lie that Atiku met with the army generals with the aim of executing a coup against the democratically elected governor of President Muhammadu Buhari. Recall that the Department of State Service (DSS) had on Monday grilled Fani-Kayode for 6 good hours following a series of tweets wherein he claimed that Atiku had met with some army generals in a bid to perpetrate a coup d'état. How do they call it? After that, you get the point now. After his release by the DSS, Fani-Kayode stated at a press conference that he regretted making the comments and he would guard his statements in the future. No, you do not regret. And this one, just small thing to what you will say in future, because all the whole lies you have spoken about P2B, he will still take it up with you. Just wait. Let him mistakenly lose this election. You will see what will happen. All of those people you have lied against will come back to haunt you. Bear it in mind. You hear what I said? I said, bear it in your mind. So my good people of Biafra, the lovers of freedom and the good people of Nigerian country, this is where we are coming to the end of this broadcast. In case you are not subscribed to my channel, please do that as soon as possible. Make sure you turn on the notification button so that we will notify each time we go live or post something new on this channel or another channel related to Okute Daily Talk. So my good people, this is where we are coming to the end. Have a nice day. And may the Almighty God bless us all, the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. stay in peace, and be with productivity in all the areas of your life. Bye for now. Okay, Messiano.